Why God regretted making Saul king. The king they asked for. The Israelites demanded a king. Like the nations around us, they said. God gave them Saul, tall, handsome, strong, perfect on the outside. But appearances deceive. Saul carried divine authority, yet within him lived fear, pride, and jealousy. The Bible records God's own words. I regret that I have made Saul king over Israel. Not disappointment, not anger, regret. An eternal being, regretting a human's choices. Why? That is the story we explore today. Saul's promising beginning. Saul started well. He was anointed by Samuel. He led Israel to victory. The people cheered. Everything seemed perfect, but the cracks were already forming. Saul lacked patience. He feared rejection more than he feared sin. He relied on appearances instead of faith. Even in victory, the seeds of pride and insecurity were growing quietly. The first hint of disaster, impulsive decisions, small compromises that would later escalate. The command and the first failure. God gave Saul a harsh, absolute command. Go and completely destroy the Amalekites. Leave nothing alive. A brutal command. One that tested obedience beyond comfort. Saul obeyed partially. He spared King Agag. He kept the best livestock. Why? Because he rationalized disobedience. The people saved the best to sacrifice to God. Excuse, justification, human reasoning over divine command. This was the moment God's regret began. It wasn't anger, it was sorrow. Saul had been given the chance to lead Israel faithfully, and he failed. The warning signs, jealousy and fear. Saul's reign continued. Went on. He envied David, the shepherd boy who became a hero overnight. He consulted mediums, forbidden practices. He ignored Samuel, God's prophet, repeatedly. Saul was chosen for greatness, yet he could not submit to God's authority. Human pride mixed with divine responsibility is a dangerous combination. Saul's jealousy wasn't just personal, it was political. He could have been a unifier. Instead, he became paranoid and ruthless. Saul and David, a warning tale. David's rise was Saul's undoing. David killed Goliath. The people cheered David over Saul. Saul became fearful, irrational, obsessed with eliminating the boy who was destined for kingship. Saul knew he had divine favor. He had been chosen by God, but he misused it. He let jealousy guide decisions. He let fear replace faith. The man anointed to lead the Israelites became a hunter of his own successor. Even God, who sees all futures, regretted placing such responsibility in human hands. The deeper sin, disobedience, and misalignment. Saul's sin wasn't just envy, it was misalignment with God's will. He acted as if authority could replace obedience. He offered sacrifices he was not commanded to give. He consulted mediums instead of God. He killed the innocent. Power without submission, authority without humility. God's regret is revealed as a warning. Even the chosen can fail if they do not align with divine purpose. The fall of Saul. Saul's reign ended in chaos. He lost the kingdom. His sons were killed. He died in battle, rejected by God's favor. God's regret was not a weakness. It was a moral statement. Saul could have been great. Saul could have unified Israel, but he chose fear, pride, and jealousy. And that is a warning for every leader. Divine favor cannot replace moral choice. Final thought. Saul's story is more than history. It is a lesson. Even those chosen by God can misuse power. Even those anointed for greatness can fail catastrophically. God regretted making Saul king, not because humans are unpredictable. Because even when given divine authority, humans must choose wisely. Saul's legacy is a dark mirror for anyone with power. Authority without obedience is destruction waiting to happen.